Explosive news shaking up the tech and business world. Billionaire investor Mark Cuban is sounding the alarm, warning that using artificial intelligence as a shortcut to avoid learning could be the biggest career blunder you make right now. He says AI is creating a massive divide between those who use it to learn everything and those who use it to do nothing, and the consequences could be dire for your professional future. Will you be left behind in this AI revolution?
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
But it's not just about avoiding work. Mark Cuban is also backing innovation that's saving serious money. Rebel Cheese, a vegan cheese company that Cuban invested in, has trained AI to do something incredible: scrutinize cardboard boxes. This AI agent is auditing invoices and inspecting packages, and it's already saved the company a staggering $400,000. Find out how this AI is leveling the playing field for small businesses and generating massive cost savings. Switching gears to the world of sports, get ready for some bombshell revelations from Mark Cuban himself. He's revealing that he actually tried to buy the Dallas Mavericks back after selling his majority stake to the Adelson family. Cuban admits he regrets who he sold to and that he was contacted by concerned parties unhappy with the direction of the team. What exactly went down behind the scenes? And the story continues with Mark Cuban clearing the air on his efforts to reclaim ownership of the Mavericks. He details the conversations and his willingness to contribute equity if a deal could be struck, but explains why it didn't materialize. Plus, Cuban reveals his specific preferences for a potential future NBA team purchase. It involves sunshine and avoiding the cold. Don't miss this deep dive into the inner workings of sports ownership and Mark Cuban's next moves. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Billionaire investor Mark Cuban has issued a stark warning about the biggest career blunder professionals can make in the age of artificial intelligence. Speaking at the Dallas Regional Chamber's Convergence AI event, Cuban emphasized that leveraging AI to avoid learning or taking shortcuts is a fast track to career stagnation. He articulated a clear bifurcation in how workers are adopting AI. Some are using it as a tool to deepen their understanding and skills, while others are treating it as a crutch to simply get tasks done without engaging their own critical thinking. Cuban likened the latter group to relying on a drunk intern, predicting they will inevitably struggle. This sentiment is echoed by AI experts who are concerned about the potential for over-reliance on AI to erode essential cognitive faculties. A joint study from Microsoft and Carnegie Mellon University highlighted this risk, finding that individuals overly confident in AI tools like ChatGPT exhibited diminished critical thinking. Researchers warned of a hidden cost, where AI could lead to a loss of muscle memory for routine tasks and a general deterioration of cognitive faculties. Similarly, Vivienne Ming, chief scientist at the Possibility Institute, cautioned that AI is exacerbating a workforce divide, potentially leading to a long-term decline in reasoning and problem-solving abilities, drawing a parallel to how over-reliance on GPS can weaken spatial reasoning. Cuban's optimistic counterpoint is that those who master AI, combining its power with critical thinking, curiosity, and a continuous learning mindset, will always be in demand, as AI itself lacks the understanding of consequences. Success in the evolving job market, Cuban asserts, hinges on learning to effectively wield AI as an enhancement, not a replacement, for human intellect. Austin-based vegan cheese company Rebel Cheese has achieved remarkable cost savings by deploying an AI-powered agent to scrutinize its cardboard shipping boxes and invoices. CEO Kirsten Maitland, whose company received a $750,000 investment from Mark Cuban, estimates that shipping partners were overcharging them by $250,000 annually. To combat this, Maitland developed an AI agent that meticulously audits invoices against the company's contract with shipping partners, flagging discrepancies in rates based on factors like zones, weights, and dimensions. Crucially, The AI also analyzes images of boxes for subtle physical abnormalities, such as bulging as little as an eighth of an inch, which can trigger significant surcharges. This innovative application of AI has already saved Rebel Cheese an impressive $400,000, a substantial sum for a young firm projected to reach a $20 million valuation by year-end. Maitland emphasizes that AI is leveling the playing field, providing small businesses with advantages previously exclusive to larger corporations. While the monthly savings have recently dipped to below $40,000, Maitland attributes this to shipping partners becoming more vigilant now that their overcharges are being detected. Unlike typical large language models, AI agents are autonomous systems capable of perceiving their environment and completing tasks. In Rebel Cheese's case, the agent works in tandem with human oversight from Maitland and her executive assistant, who upload invoices and contract details weekly. The agent identifies every anomaly, providing concrete data for disputes and securing credits. This efficiency allows Rebel Cheese to preemptively address box dimensions and weight issues, thus avoiding costly surcharges before shipping. The broader impact of AI agents in business is growing, with McKinsey reporting that 62% of companies are implementing or planning to implement them. Experts like NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang foresee a future with numerous AI agents per human employee. However, a significant portion of businesses still perceive limited impact from AI on their operations, and only a small percentage fully trust AI agents to manage core business processes, according to recent reports. Nevertheless, for agile small businesses like Rebel Cheese, the return on investment is substantial, with AI agents proving indispensable in managing vast amounts of data and uncovering issues that would be humanly unmanageable. Mark Cuban has revealed a surprising attempt to repurchase a majority stake in the Dallas Mavericks, just over a year after selling his controlling interest. Speaking on the upcoming Portfolio Players podcast from Front Office Sports, Cuban admitted that a bunch of people unhappy with the team's direction contacted him, expressing a desire for his return. While Cuban was open to contributing his equity to such an effort, he cautioned that he didn't expect that to materialize and believed the Adelson family, the current majority owners, had no interest in selling. Cuban retains a 27% stake in the franchise, a result of selling 73% in December 2023. The sale agreement includes a clause allowing the Adelsons to purchase an additional 20% from Cuban within 4 years, potentially reducing his ownership to 7%. The Mavericks' recent performance under new majority ownership, including a trade of superstar Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers in February 2025, less than a year after an NBA Finals appearance, appears to have fueled discontent. Earlier this year, Cuban expressed regret not about selling, but who I sold to, citing a lot of mistakes in the process. Reports from thesteinline.com indicated a group of investors had sought to partner with Cuban to regain control. However, Cuban now states, "If there was any chance of being able to buy the franchise back anymore, I would, but that's just not the game anymore." Looking ahead, the 67-year-old entrepreneur might set his sights on acquiring a different NBA team, with a clear preference for a warm-weather location, citing his inability to handle flying from Dallas to a cold climate. "But if it was a warm-weather team, I would seriously consider it," he added. Mark Cuban has revealed he considered buying back the Dallas Mavericks after selling a 73% stake to the Adelson family in December 2023. The tech mogul expressed regret over the team's subsequent direction, particularly the trade of Luka Doncic, stating, "If there was any chance of being able to do that anymore, I would, but that's just not the game anymore." Cuban detailed how investors approached him, unhappy with the current management, and that he was willing to contribute his equity if a sale was possible. However, he acknowledged the Adelsons have no interest in selling. Cuban still holds a 27% stake, but this will shrink as the Adelsons can acquire an additional 20% within 4 years. The situation intensified following the February 2025 trade of Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers, a move that stunned fans and cast uncertainty over the franchise's future. Cuban admitted, "I don't regret selling, I regret who I sold to." While the Adelson family, controlling a massive empire built by the late Sheldon Adelson, has emphasized their long-term commitment and championship aspirations, Cuban is not ruling out future NBA ownership. His primary condition for a return would be a warm-weather market, citing a dislike for cold climates. This focus could bring teams in markets like Miami, Los Angeles, Phoenix, or Atlanta into consideration, though he acknowledges the difficulty of re-entering as a majority owner through a bidding process.